I wore his number in high school.
Does it mean something specific back then too, or?
No, I wore number 4 growing up, but I wore 8 in high school, so I just grabbed 8.
Twice as good.
Yeah, yes sir.
Where do you feel like you've grown the most between last year and where you are now?
I feel like I got a lot of reps last year, so I feel like with reps just come with like just more reps come with like more confidence and just playing faster. So just to have more reps last year.
Coach Laurinaitis was talking about kind of your maturity, being able to get experience, see the game a bit. How much at times last year do you feel like you were running on natural abilities, and how much now do you kind of feel like you can identify more things that can really take another step in your play?
I feel like last year I wasn't just doing it off of natural ability. I feel like I was in a film room and a lot of it was off of just studying and reading my keys, but yeah.
Arvell, how do you feel like chemistry is so far with Sonny? You guys played some together last year, but how do you feel it is right now with your spring ball?
I think it's good. We talk a lot. We communicate a lot pre-snap. I think it's good with everybody. Same with Payton and a lot of those guys.
When you look at what you learned from Cody last year, how much do you take that and try and use it? But how much do you also have to be Arvell Reese?
Man, I try to prepare like him. I learned that from him. He prepared. When he prepared, he intentional. So that's definitely something I try to do like him. But like you said, I'm me. So, but when it comes to preparing and being intentional with studying and how I prepare for practice, yeah, I definitely took after it.
Anything from a leadership standpoint?
Nah, Cody, different type of person than me. Yeah.
Are those big shoes to fill?
That when you don't know something, you want to just admit, I don't know something.
Yes, sir.
He was.
Yeah.
Where's that come from?
Just being honest. Like, you can't be one of those guys where they ask you what happened and you try to lie, and then you get in the film room and it's obviously you obviously lying. Yeah. So I'll just be honest. Like, no, I didn't know.
Now, how much less frequent is it that you don't know something now versus a year ago?
I can't remember the last time that happened. So that's a good thing.
Are those big shoes to fill with Cody, though, from a leadership standpoint and stuff? What is he taking out the door with him? You know what I mean, Arvell? Somebody's got to fill in that slot.
Yes, sir. I think it's definitely some big shoes to fill because Cody was a great player, great leader. He was the quarterback of the defense, so it's definitely some big shoes to fill for sure.
And like Coach Laurinaitis said, though, you got to be who you are, not who that
guy
was, right?
Can't just try to be him, but definitely got some shoes to fill for sure.
When did you feel like you blossomed last year, where they could truly count on you and stuff? I mean, you remember how it kind of came along?
I think it started in fall camp, just flashing. Then after the first game, just running around sideline to sideline. Yes, sir.
Arvell, what has it been like working with Patricia so far?
It's been great. I like him. I like his personality. I like him off field, and that's important. So.
Yeah, and the linebackers. Is there going to be any differences in responsibilities or use in this system, or is it so far is it kind of the same?
We just learning right now. We just working right now. We just learning still. So.
What do you think about C.J. Hicks and what he can do in this defense?
I think C.J. Hicks. You said what he could do in this defense.
Or just what he can do this season, you think?
What he can do this season? I think C.J. gonna pop off this season for sure. I think this definitely gonna be one of his years for sure. Got to.
What do you think is the biggest difference between working with Matt Patricia and
to me, it's no difference. They both coach you, and they both they hard on you, but they want you to be great. So I don't think it's no difference for real.
Payton was talking about how he's looking at what you guys can do and fitting into the system. Do you think Jim is more so trying to plug and chug you guys into his system?
No, I don't think so.
What stands out the most to you about Sonny, either on or off? Player or something?
I think Sonny a great leader. First, before anything, Sonny a great leader. I feel like he the voice. You could be thinking something, and Sonny you just can't word it out for the whole team to understand it. So Sonny definitely a great leader before anything.
And Jim Laurinaitis is the leader, not just the linebackers or front he's the leader of the defense.
Yes, sir.
How does that show itself? Obviously locally, but obviously in performance.
Yes, sir.
Is there something that's unique about that?
You talking about on the field or with his leadership?
Whatever.
I mean, like I said, he's just a great leader. He a vocal guy, and And like you said, it shows up on the field too. So, and it's hard to follow after a guy who says something and don't own, or like they not on their stuff. So Sonny one of those guys who he's on his stuff. So when he lead, everybody listening.
There's obviously been a long string of linebacker success at Ohio State. And
Say it again.
Been a long string of linebacker success at Ohio State. Now you look at a guy like Sonny taking that next step this year. How motivated are you to kind of be part of that lineage, to be one of the great linebackers to play at Ohio State?
I'm ready for it. I mean, that's what I'm here for.